shoot. Hard work, you lose them up. Hard work, manifest. Hard work, you gotta do it right.
This is the Veteran Growth Podcast, an audio experience designed to help you create a sustainable, wealthy, and healthy lifestyle after the military. For Army veteran and host Kyle Hartman, the goal is simple: never stop learning or growing. Whether you are recovering, transitioning, starting a business, or just want to grow mentally and spiritually, we have you covered. Together, this community can accomplish anything. We've already proven it. You can find more at www.veterangrowthpodcast.com. Please enjoy the show.
Hard work, I'm earning my pay. Hard work, that's what they say.
All right, everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Welcome to episode 12 of the Veteran Growth Podcast. I don't have a guest today. I just wanted to come live, record an episode for Christmas, reach out to the veteran community, everybody that follows this show. Just really drive home how much your support has meant to me this year, how much it means to me when people reach out and tell me that they've heard the show or that the show has helped them. A lot of the guys and girls who've come on the show, you guys may not know, but I get a lot of feedback. The things you guys have put out on the show has truly helped somebody out there every single episode. And it's just one of the most humbling things I'm having trouble putting into words how grateful I am for the opportunity to have this show on the interweb, like the opportunity to reach out. I have people listening to the show in Iraq. I have people who are deployed who have downloaded my show. We want everybody to feel at home with this community, with this show, everything we're trying to build here with the veteran growth movement. And so I wanted to just spend some of my holiday today with all of you and just let you know how important you really are to me. So I want to just come at you guys. I have nothing planned for this episode. I've just been really in my head a lot with 2019, the new year, plans. I've been so busy with everything in the back end of just the businesses we're building, the podcast, strategizing, planning, strategizing. Really gearing up to explode this next year. So I wanted to kind of just give you guys some of the updates. I want to just talk some knowledge to people who are thinking about resolutions and shit like that. I want to really break down how that's a failing plan. I want to talk about some of the things that you guys can expect to see. So just a little bit of an update. This isn't going to be a long episode. Like I said, I wanted to spend time with you guys on the holidays. One of the very first things I want to start off with talking about, though, is the fact that we still have a lot of our brothers and sisters who are deployed. We still have a lot of brothers and sisters overseas, away from their families. So that is like this Christmas Day special episode from the Veteran Growth Podcast is going directly out first and foremost to all of our brothers and sisters who are overseas protecting all these freedoms and these wonderful things that we have right here, right now. The fact that everybody woke up this morning and was able to open up gifts is wonderful. But let's always be considering the people who didn't have that opportunity this morning. And so I want to send my deepest, best New Year's, holiday, Christmas wishes to everybody overseas. Thank you guys for everything you're doing. Thank you for tuning in to the Veteran Growth Podcast. And just keep fighting the good fight for us. And we support you so much. Moving past that, that's the biggest thing. So I want everybody to keep that in their head throughout the day, the new year, the show, whatever. But moving past that, let's talk about things you can expect from the Veteran Growth Podcast. We are going to be involved in so many things coming up in the new year. I have been scheduling where we're going to be. So we're going to be coming to different events. You can expect to see us at the Military Influencer Conference in Washington, D.C. One of the things that I'm excited to talk about that I can't really talk about yet, but I'm going to talk about it, is some things that I've become involved with within the Military Influencer Conference. So if anyone doesn't know what the MIC conference is all about, you need to check it out, especially if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're a veteran. This is right up your alley. These are events that help us grow and develop and learn and critique our skills to go back home into our communities and do the things that we're setting out to do and to do them well. And so we're actually doing some things. I've been talking to Cortez Riggs. He's one of the people that started the Military Influencer Conference. We have some big plans to hopefully bring some insights into the podcasting world and also to tie that into the veteran community. So there are some veteran podcasts out there. I'm not the only podcast. There's been plenty of people to have a podcast before me. And so why not put audio on the map for Military Influencer Conference? And so we have some big plans, some big things we're working on. Just stay tuned. I'm very, very excited to build my presence with the Military Influencer Conference. You guys can definitely expect to see me there in DC next year. Moving on from that, though, we have been partnering up with a lot of people this year. We have some things set in place for the show now. So anybody out there that's listening who has thought about maybe coming on to the show, this isn't anything negative. I just have been doing some things for the show that have now created some of my doors to close. So opportunity to come and be a guest on the Veteran Growth Podcast is starting to become a little more standardized. It's becoming a little more controlled. And so there's going to be a lot of people that I unfortunately will have to tell no to as far as coming on the show, because I get about 5 requests almost every day for people wanting to come and be a guest on the show. And I honestly, it's the most amazing thing in the world to have that happen. But at the same time, it's very challenging now because I've made certain partnerships that now will come first. And so it's all just in the direction of growth, sustainability, longevity. One thing I can assure everybody, I will always do everything in my power to give everybody an opportunity to come on this show. If it means I have to have this podcast for the next 40 years, I'll do it, So don't lose complete faith. If you're somebody who is interested in becoming a guest on the show, we will just have a more structured setup. We'll have a more structured timeline. You're going to have to be on your A game to be a guest on this show. There are a lot of people who say they wanted to come on my show. I'll go to their social media pages, and it's just a bunch of negative political bullshit, or it's just they don't have anything of value to bring our community. They're just out there. They want to talk about their own shit, whatever it may be. They don't actually have insight. They don't genuinely seem to want to help those who need it, right? And so there is going to be a bit of a standard that we're starting to set for the show. You're going to start seeing a lot more homework for the guests. Like if you guests want to come on the show, I'll have things that you have to accomplish to be able to make it onto the show now. So it's not just going to be a free ride, a free ticket to get on. Not that that was a bad thing initially. It's just I have to put that out there so that people start to understand why I'm telling them, now's not a good time to come on the show. We do have some scheduled guests. I'm not going to mention them. I like to wait until it actually is recorded before I talk about it. Just to make sure, I don't leave anyone out there confused, or, if I say somebody's coming on and then something happens and they don't show up or they don't end up coming on, it just seems silly to have that out there forever saying that they were going to be doing it. So I'm not going to really put out who's going to be coming on, but just know we have some incredible guests lined up to bring in the 2019 new year. And speaking of 2019, this is where I really wanted to touch on. Anybody out there who's listening, like if you think you have resolutions for the new year and you're not planning on starting those, if you're not going to start attacking those goals until the new year starts, then you are already failing. You've already failed. You're going to lose. It's going to be another redundant year for you. Let me repeat myself. If you're waiting until 2019 happens to start your resolutions, if you're waiting to start going to the gym until 2019 actually starts, if you're not already planning and strategizing and plotting on your goals, you've already failed. Don't even go to the gym on the 1st. If you're not planning to go right now, there's no reason, because here's why. And I saw something actually for the veteran community. A lot of you probably know David Goggins. He actually just had a video, I think I saw it yesterday, talking about this same concept. If you're not willing to set forth and plan out your goals, if you're just getting into this holiday season, this new year bullshit where your endorphins are high, you feel good about yourself, it's the holidays, people are loving, they're giving you gifts, they're nurturing, you're getting to see all of your relatives. It's a very feel-good situation. Your endorphins get built up, and then you start loving yourself a little bit more. And then you decide, well, maybe I'll go on this diet. Maybe I'll start going to the gym. I'm going to start reading more. Whatever the case may be, whatever personal development, whatever you're trying to accomplish in 2019. If you're waiting until 2019 starts, you're fucking failing already. So don't even do it. And I'm sorry to be blunt about this, but people don't seem to understand personal development. Change takes some work. It takes some real hard work, dedication. If you really have a plan to set out and do something to accomplish something next year, you better have, no pages of plans and written goals. You better have something put down on a calendar so you can physically see it every day. You better have a poster of a fucking Lamborghini up in your bedroom so you can have encouragement, because when those endorphins are gone, when the holidays are over, when that New Year's finally sets in, like I said, you'll fall back into that same redundant bullshit as you did this year. And I'm not calling anybody out. This is just for the people who seem to want to change, but they don't commit to actually changing. Success isn't easy. And whatever your definition of success is, that's what it is, because whatever you will truly feel fulfilled doing in life is your version of success. There is not one single definition of success. However, getting to that point in your life of feeling successful, feeling accomplished, knowing that you worked your ass off to get to where you are, that's going to bring you the true fulfillment that everybody seeks in life. And everybody falls so damn short every year. I see so many of my veteran brothers and sisters just doing harm to themselves, their families. There's so much pain that I see from people who have these temporary, short-lived, false goals coming into the new year. I've been working on my 2019 plans since 2016 and 17. I was just on a call this morning with my business partner, Ronnie. He's an Army veteran as well. We were in supply school together. We're now ingrained in so many businesses together. We've created a legacy that is just now laying the foundation. We have a 20 and 30 and 50-year plan and scope, and we talk daily, and basically it just came down to the fact that when we were talking this morning, I told him, I was like, all these things that are unfolding for the companies, all these things that are happening in our lives right now, we've been working on these for at least 2.5 years, day in and day out from across the country, just by communicating on a regular basis and keeping that vision and knowing the work that we had to put in to actually effectively have these changes happen in our lives. Okay, and I'm coming at you guys with an attitude. I know it's Christmas Day, but it's my job. This is my platform. This is why I wanted to create this podcast, was so I could come and say the things that I felt necessary to say. And like I said, there's a lot of people out there who will prey on the veteran community, and they'll tell you they love you and want to help you, and they're bullshit. I'm coming at you guys as real as I possibly can on every episode. I've told you guys if my audio sucks, I'll be the first to tell you. If I felt like I sucked on an interview or something, I'll be the first to show it. I have nothing to hide. I am complete with the mirror on myself. My self-awareness is through the roof. I feel like the things I've endured in my own life, failing the way I've failed before, tearing myself to the lowest places in life, have given me now the ability to just see it all for what it was. And I've worked through all of that. Now that I'm to the point I'm at, I can't help but share with you folks the tips and tricks and tactics that it really does take to level up and to actually accomplish your dreams. If you have a big dream in mind and you can't stick to going and working on your personal development, your physical health, if you can't make it a routine to take care of your body and to take care of your mind, you'll never do the things necessary. You'll never allow the things to happen to your life that are necessary for that big dream. It starts with being able to brush your teeth every day, shower every day, work out, take care of your body, eat right, have a good mental outlook on life, being completely grateful every day, in and out, gratitude, not expecting anything from anyone else. Those are the little things. In 2019, those are the things you should be thinking about working on so that in 2020, you can actually execute your dreams. It's a long process. There is no such thing as instant success. Whether it's money, personal development, I don't give a shit what it is. It will not come easy. You have to accept that you have to bust your ass for a long time to get the big dream goals that you might have. The second thing is just believing you can do it. But you have to understand it takes that work first. Understand, okay, I have to work my ass off. And then secondly, I can do it. And then go execute it. But if you're waiting until that ball drops, and you're waiting until this ball drops, I'm on Facebook Live. If you're waiting until this ball drops to start your fucking resolutions, just quit now. You're not going to make it happen. 2019 is going to be another 2018, which is probably the same as 2017 and 16 too. So I wish you all very happy holidays. While you're all sulking about my attitude, just remember everybody downrange, fighting, struggling to make it through the holidays alive and get home to their families. I love you all deeply. I'm so grateful for everything you all are doing. And for everybody to listen to this show, it means the world to me. I hope that this reaches out and grabs somebody. You know, you have to methodically plan your accomplishments. It takes us how many years to develop the life we've developed. So if you want to change your life, think about how many years it's going to take to redevelop your life. Make sense? Great. Check us out. The next episode and the ones to follow will all be lined up with really good guests. I cannot wait to bring some of these people onto the show. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday and new year. Check back in for episode 13 here in a couple days, and we will see you soon.